Good morning to everyone. Today, I have brought a new topic for the discussion, and the topic is reports. So far, we have already discussed different types of uh, different types of written business communication. So earlier, we talked about memo writing, minutes writing, preparation for the meetings, and many other things. So today we'll be discussing the basic concepts of reports, its structure, its features, types, and so on. So mainly we'll be focusing on reports, its types, and how to prepare it, its structure. We'll be focusing on this. In your internal exam as well as in final exam, you may be asked report writing. So you may have to prepare a short or mid-length report. So I request all the students to pay attention to the details given here. So you are requested to be clear cut about report, its types, features, and the ways of preparing it, different sections of the report, or let's say report structure. So today and tomorrow we'll be discussing this. So what we'll be discussing today? So let me present that sequence of discussion. So we'll be discussing the meaning of report. So what report is? So I'll be saying it. Then types of reports. What are the common types of reports? And the common structure of a report. So structure of a formal report as well as the structure of an informal report. So we'll be discussing these things. So what is report? So let's be clear about this first. As you can see on the screen, simply a report is a document. It is a printed document or written document that reports or that narrates the status of an activity or a project as it occurs after some action has been taken or when they are concluded. A particular project is going on, it is underway, and you may have to prepare a document about the status of the project, status of the activities in the project, or the certain project is already completed, and after the completion also you may have to prepare a document about the project, about the completion of the project, when the project started, what were the objectives of the project, whether the project was able to achieve, to let's say to complete its tasks as per the proposal or plan or not, whether the expectations or the objectives of the projects were achieved or fulfilled or not. So regarding all these things, you may have to study, you may have to investigate and prepare a document. And that document is called report. So a report is a document that reports the status of an activity or project as it occurs or after some action has been taken or when the project is complete. Generally, the reports are written by specialist to specialist audiences, means the researchers Those people have certain experience, expertise in that particular field. The investigators, they prepare the report. The specialists prepare the report, and they submit the report to the concerned authorities, who may also be the specialist audiences. So reports are different from other ordinary documents. In a report, we find detailed information on a topic or issues. Typically, they include findings from the research. Every report is based on research. First, you conduct research on a particular topic, particular issue, particular agenda, or you conduct research about the project that is going on or the project that has already been completed. You go to the field, you collect data, you analyze and interpret those data or information, and prepare a document that becomes what? Report. So report is the narration of findings, presentation of findings from the research, findings of research. So this is the meaning of report. Once again, a report is a document that reports the status of an activity as it occurs, or after some action has been taken, or when the actions, or when the project is complete. So reports are generally prepared by the specialist for the specialist audiences. Reports include detailed information on a topic or issues. Mainly, they include the findings from the research. Reports are research based. First, we carry out research, and then we prepare this document, including our findings. Okay, including our findings. And they are submitted after making this report, after finalizing the report. Okay, we submit it to the concerned authorities. So this is the meaning of report. Once again, let me say in Nepali also. Some students may not understand this. Report नेपालीमा यसलाई चाहिँ प्रतिवेदन भन्दछ. प्रतिवेदन इङ्ग्लिसमा हामी रिपोर्ट भन्छौं, नेपालीमा प्रतिवेदन, अध्ययन प्रतिवेदन. यो एक खालको डकुमेन्ट हो जसमा चाहिँ कुनै प्रोजेक्ट अथवा कुनै कामहरु अथवा कुनै इस्युहरुसँग कुनै टपिकमा हामीले गरेको अनुसन्धान, हामीले गरेको खोज अथवा रिसर्चरले गरेको खोजलाई समेटेर त्यसबाट आएको फाइन्डिङ्सहरुलाई समेटेर तयारी गरिन्छ. तयारी गरिने एउटा डकुमेन्ट हो. ओके, यो यस्तो रिपोर्टहरु, यस्तो डकुमेन्ट तयार गर्नको लागि अलिकति त्यो विषयसँग चाहिँ एक्सपिरियन्स मान्छे, त्यसमा चाहिँ दक्षता हासिल गरेको मान्छे, अलि रिसर्च स्किल भएको मान्छेहरु चाहिन्छ. सबैले रिपोर्ट चाहिँ लेख्न सक्दैन. ओके, त्यो भएर यहाँ सेकेन्ड सेन्टेन्समा भनेको छ रिपोर्ट्स आर रिटन बाइ स्पेशलिस्ट एन्ड दे आर फर द स्पेशलिस्ट ऑडियन्स. अनि यस्तो रिपोर्टहरु चाहिँ फेरि ऑडियन्सहरु पढ्नेमा जहाँ बुझाइन्छ तिनीहरु पनि स्पेशलिस्ट नै हुन्छ. उनीहरुले त्यसलाई अध्ययन गरेर पछि चाहिँ कसरी समाधान गर्ने अथवा चाहिँ कुनै कुरालाई कसरी पोलिसी मेकिङमा राख्ने अथवा अबको डिसिजन के गर्ने भन्ने कुराको निर्णय गर्छ. ओके, अनि धेरै जसो चाहिँ अलमोस्ट अल रिपोर्ट्स आर बेस्ड अन द research. Okay, they include the findings from the research. Research बाट आएको फाइन्डिङ्सहरु चाहिँ रिपोर्टमा राखिन्छ अथवा प्रतिवेदनमा राखिन्छ. Okay, and they are very much useful for the senior managers to make the decision making को लागि, policy formulation को लागि, problem overcome गर्नको लागि, problem को resolution निकाल्नको लागि, okay, अथवा त सिस्टमलाई अझ राम्रोसँग चलाउनको लागि चाहिँ यसले चाहिँ इनसाइट दिने काम गर्छ. So this is the meaning of report. Okay, अब बिजनेस रिपोर्ट भन्यो भने चाहिँ बिजनेस सँग रिलेटेड, ओके, इश्यूजहरु, बिजनेस सँग रिलेटेड प्रोजेक्टहरु, ओके, कसरी चल्यो, अपेक्षाकृत चाहिँ त्यसको उपलब्धि भयो कि भएन भनेर चाहिँ ओके तयार गरिन्छ. Yes, I hope you are clear about this. Okay, so once again, for the third time, I want to repeat here. A report is a research-based document that narrates or that tells us, that informs us about the status of an activity of a project, status of a business company, business organization, okay, status of, let's say, the situation of goods and services in the market. A company offers goods and services. Now, how is the condition of those goods and services? How is the condition of sale of those goods and services? How is the marketing scenario of those goods and services? Okay, what is the sale rate of the goods and services? What the people think about the goods and services produced by that company, offered by that company? So you may want to know this. Similarly, you may want to know the weekly progress of your company. You may want to know weekly progress of your company, monthly progress of your company, bi-monthly progress of your company, half-yearly progress of your company, yearly progress of your company. And for this, what you do? You have to carry out research. You have to collect information about it. And after collecting information, you prepare a document. And that document mirrors, that document tells us about the progress report, progress of the company, or the situation of the company in a week, in the last month, okay, last year, or in a particular period of time. धेरै कुराहरू छ यो प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्टको हुन सक्छ, त्यो कम्पनीको मार्केटिङ सिचुएसन के छ भन्ने हुन सक्छ, ओके, कम्पनी कुनै एउटा सेक्सनको अवस्था के छ भन्ने हुन सक्छ। त्यो सबैको लागि चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ रिपोर्ट तयार गर्छौं। Every year a company, okay, prepares what? Audit report भन्ने हुन्छ, audit report, त्यो पनि एक खालको रिपोर्ट हो। Yes, I think you are clear now. So let me read these points once again to make you clear. So a report is a document reporting the status of an activity or project as it occurs, or after some action has been taken, or when they are concluded. Generally, reports are written by specialists and for specialist audiences. They include detailed information on a topic or issues, and they may include findings from the research. Research को finding हरु report मा राखिन्छ। यो कुरा चाहिँ तिमीले मिस गर्न हुँदैन। And reports are very much useful for senior managers to make decisions. Reports are very much useful for the business managers, okay, to know about the status of their business, status of their company or organization. Reports give insights to them to make proper decisions for the betterment of the company in the days to come. The type of reports determines their style, format, and content. So reports may be of different format, different structure. Okay. So their style will be different, their format will be different, their content will be different. And some formats of the content are okay, common also. We'll be talking about that also. Exact format नहुन नि सक्छ, तर कुनै चाहिँ कमन हुन्छ, त्यो यहाँ लेखेको छ। The type of reports, कस्तो खालको रिपोर्ट हामी लेख्दै छौं, त्यसले चाहिँ त्यसको स्टाइललाई डिटरमिन गर्छ। Okay, the format of audit report is different, okay, from annual report. Okay, so the type of reports determines the style, format, and content. Regular or routine reports include information on financial performance. So regular basis मा बनाइने रिपोर्टहरु, weekly report, monthly report, okay, bi-monthly report, यस्ता रिपोर्टहरु चाहिँ, okay, they include the information on financial performance of the company. Okay, production target, हामीले कति टार्गेट राखेको थियो लास्ट मन्थ, त्यो टार्गेट पूरा भयो कि भएन भनेर चाहिँ हामी अध्ययन गर्छौं। Okay, sales or matters such as health and safety issues and so on. यो चाहिँ रेगुलर खालका चाहिँ म्याटरहरु इन्क्लुड गर्ने। Occasional reports, कुनै रिपोर्ट चाहिँ कहिले कहिले मात्रै बनाइन्छ, Okay, occasional reports are written and produced less frequently. They include more narrative details, narration. अलिकति पास्टको रिपोर्ट्सहरु, पास्टको ह्यापनिङ अलि डिटेलमा लेख्नु पनि हुन सक्छ. Some reports are commission report. Commission कसैलाई अथोराइज गरिएको ओके खालको रिपोर्ट पनि हुन्छ. They are one time reports prepared to inform a decision making body about a particular issue or problem. Okay, त्यो सधैँ गरिदैन. They are regular reports. Special committee form गरेर okay, the company may form a special committee to investigate on a certain problem, certain issue, and prepare the present the report or okay findings. So they are related to a particular issue or a particular problem only. Commission reports are not written or are not prepared regularly. Okay, they are related to a special case, and a special committee is formed to investigate on this, okay, and prepare a report. So formal report is more detailed than informal. Okay, formal report is prepared in a structured manner. It has definite format, definite template, and in that template or format we prepare it. Annual reports present the overall situation of an organization or company in a fiscal year. Okay, वर्षभरिको त्यो कम्पनीको अवस्था कस्तो रह्यो त, नाफा घाटाको अवस्था कस्तो भयो त, ओके यसको गुडविलको अवस्था कस्तो भयो त, इमेजको अवस्था कस्तो भयो त भनेर चाहिँ एनुअल रिपोर्ट पनि प्रस्तुत गरिन्छ. ओके, त्यो चाहिँ वर्षभरिको लास्ट इयरको अहिले ओके हाउ वाज द स्टेटस अफ द कम्पनी, हाउ वाज द कन्डिसन अफ द कम्पनी ओके लास्ट इयर, हाउ मच प्रोग्रेस द कम्पनी मेड लास्ट इयर भनेर चाहिँ एनुअल रिपोर्ट्स तयार गर्न सकिन्छ. सो देयर आर डिफरेन्ट नेचर्स अफ रिपोर्ट, डिफरेन्ट टाइप्स अफ रिपोर्ट. तर जस्ट विभिन्न टाइप्सको विभिन्न ओके क्याटेगोरीजको रिपोर्ट भए पनि कमन कुरा चाहिँ के हो भने इन अल रिपोर्ट्स ओके वी फाइन्ड द फाइन्डिङ्स फ्रम द रिसर्च. ओके, फाइन्डिङ्स फ्रम द रिसर्च, रिसर्चबाट आएको फाइन्डिङ्सहरू त्यहाँ चाहिँ इन्क्लुड गरिन्छ. ओके, यस द स्पेशलिस्ट अर द रिसर्चर्स ओके investigate on it in it, okay, and then they collect data, they analyze and interpret that data or information, and they come to certain conclusion or what you call okay discussion or conclusion, and they may give certain recommendation also. सुझावहरू पनि दिन्छ. समस्या के थियो त्यो बिजनेसको, समस्याको कारण के थियो, समाधान कसरी गर्न सकिन्छ भनेर रिकमेन्डेसन दिने पनि हुन्छ. कतिपय रिपोर्टहरु चाहिँ फेरि इन्फर्मेटिभ टाइपको रिपोर्ट पनि हुन्छ है. ओके, सम रिपोर्ट्स आर जस्ट इन्फर्मेटिभ रिपोर्ट्स. इन्फर्मेटिभ रिपोर्ट भनेको के कस्तो थियो अवस्था त्यो मात्रै लेख्ने, त्यसमा एसेसमेन्टहरु इभ्यालुएसनहरु गरिदैन. यस्तो हुन पर्थ्यो उस्तो हुन पर्थ्यो भनेर रिकमेन्डेसन सजेसन दिने काम हुँदैन. जस्ट इन्फर्मेसन. Okay, you go to the field, just observe the situation and just okay present what you saw, what you found, okay, in the form of report. They are informational type of reports. Some reports are analytical reports, analytical or evaluative reports. Evaluative को मूल्याङ्कन गर्ने. Okay, कुनै practice को कुनै चाहिँ system को त्यसको राम्रो पक्ष नराम्रो पक्ष, okay, किन त्यो सक्सेसफुल भयो किन भएन, त्यसलाई अझ कसरी राम्रो गर्न सकिन्छ भने कुनै प्र्याक्टिसको चाहिँ हामीले के गर्छौं भने त्यसलाई इभ्यालुएसन गर्छौं. ओके, that is like assessment report. Okay, assessment report. So there may be different types of reports we may prepare, but in all the reports okay we include the findings from the research. Okay, this is the background information about report. So once again I want to repeat once again, exam what is report भनेर आयो भने तिमीहरुले चाहिँ मजाले लेख्न सक्नु पर्यो नि त. त्यो भएर मैले 3-4 पटक रिपिट गरिरहेको छु. Okay, listen very carefully. A report is a document reporting the status of an activity or project as it occurs after some action has been taken or when they are concluded. Reports are prepared by specialists and for specialist audiences. Mostly in reports, in almost all reports we find the findings. We include the findings from the research, and they are very useful for the managers, okay, senior managers, to make the policies, plans and take decisions. Reports are of different styles, format and content. Their shape is based on the type of reports. Some reports are regular or routine reports, some are occasional reports, Some are commissioned reports, some are formal reports, some are informal reports, and so on. Okay, and different types of reports have their own characteristics. If you talk about regular or routine reports, they include information on financial performance, production targets, sales, or matters such as health and safety issues. So the regular matters, the progress, the status of the regular activities, okay, is included there in the regular type of reports. Occasional reports are written less frequently. They include more narrative things, narrative details. Commission reports are oriented to, related to particular problem, and okay, the report writer or the researcher will give a certain solution, certain resolution, okay, for overcoming that problem. They are concerned with particular issue, okay, or problem, and they are very much useful for the decision making level. In informal reports, we do not follow the standard format, but in formal reports, we follow the standard, let's say, rigid format, structured format. Annual reports present the annual status of that company or organization, okay, in the previous fiscal year. Yes, so this is all about the meaning of report. Now, reports are of different types. In business context, in the context of business, different types of reports are prepared, practiced, okay, they are distributed. So many reports are written in business. They are very important method of gaining and giving information. With the help of reports, we gain information. We know about our company. We know about the status of our goods and services. We know about the public response, okay, public opinion. Yes, so we can carry out survey, collect information, and then, okay, that information will give us ideas about, okay, the response of the people, okay, thinking of the people, attitude of the people towards our goods and services. So they are a very important method of gaining and giving information. So many reports are presented, okay, orally, okay, but for the future record, okay, for the future reference, so it is better to prepare the report in black and white or printed form. So although many reports are presented orally, for example, at a meeting, reports are usually presented in writing. कतिपय कुराहरु orally भने पनि reports चाहिँ सामान्यतया चाहिँ, okay, writing मै हुन्छ, printed form मा नै हुन्छ, black and white मै हुन्छ. And some examples of reports are presented here. The first one is routine reports. Routine reports. So what are the features of routine reports? रेगुलर बेसिसमा तयार गरिने, रेगुलर रूपमा, त्यो चाहिँ कुनै अकेजन आउनु पर्दैन यसको लागि, रेगुलर. सो एक हप्तामा त्यो कम्पनीले कति प्रोग्रेस गर्यो, एक महिनामा कति प्रोग्रेस गर्यो, त्यसरी रेगुलर बेसिसमा चाहिँ हामीले बनाउँछौँ भने त्यसलाई रेगुलर रिपोर्ट, रुटिन रिपोर्ट भन्छ. Okay, these are representative reports on sales visits. Okay, they are managers reports on work of their department. Manager, departmental managerले बनाउने रिपोर्ट हुन सक्छ रेगुलर रूपमा. Okay, sales representative बनाउने रिपोर्ट हुन सक्छ. Okay, they are the reports about the condition of the equipment and maintenance. Okay, equipment को अवस्था के छ भन्ने हुन सक्छ. Progress report I told you earlier, weekly progress, monthly progress, yearly progress, त्यो बनाउने हुन सक्छ. Safety report हुन सक्छ. Okay, accidental report हुन सक्छ, accident related reports. Okay, these are prepared, okay, on a routine basis. Some reports are occasional types of reports. They are called special reports. Okay, so these are the reports written in response to request for specific information. कसैले चाहिँ specific information माग्यो अथवा कुनै specific problem देखियो, त्यसको सँग related चाहिँ हामी research गरेर चाहिँ report तयार गर्छौं भने they are called special reports. Okay, they are the reports made on a special topic after research and investigation. Okay, they are the reports, okay, reports regarding a change of policy. कुनै policy मा change भयो भने हामीले त्यसको पनि report बनाउन सक्छौं. Market research, okay, कुनै हाम्रो goods, particular goods र service को market मा अवस्था के छ भने त्यसलाई एउटा specific goods को बारेमा मात्रै हामीले research गर्यौं. Okay, and if you prepare the report, that will be market research report, and it also comes under special report. Okay, so different types of reports are there, but okay, as I told you earlier, the ultimate purpose of any report is what? To provide the foundation for decisions to be made and actions taken. जस्तो सुकै रिपोर्ट हामीले लेखे पनि त्यो भने त्यो के को लागि भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ ओके टु प्रोभाइड द फाउन्डेसन फर डिसिजन, टु गिभ इनसाइट्स, okay, to give insights to the decision making level and to lead the company in a better manner. So the ultimate purpose of any report is to provide the foundation for decisions, decision making ma support garनको लागि, okay, to be made and action taken. company लाई अझ राम्रो चलाउनको लागि, हाम्रो गुड्स र सर्भिसको क्वालिटीलाई बेटर गर्नको लागि, हाम्रो समस्याहरूलाई चाहिँ समाधान गर्ने उपाय निकाल्नको लागि, विगतको कुरालाई चाहिँ अध्ययन गरेर ओके रिपोर्ट भनेको पहिलाको कुराको हामीले अवस्थालाई हामी अध्ययन गरेर निकाल्ने हो, त्यसको आधारमा अब भविष्यमा के हुन सक्छ त बेटर कुरा भन्ने एउटा चाहिँ इनसाइटको लागि। सो all the reports provide foundation for decisions to be taken and decisions to be made and actions taken. decision गर्ने कम्पनीले अनि नयाँ एक्सन चाहिँ लिने, त्यसको लागि सल्लाह सुझावको लागि ओके रिपोर्ट्स आर very much important. Okay, so let's move ahead. So whatever their purpose and length, all reports require the following special skills भन्छ। ओके जस्तो सुकै रिपोर्ट भए पनि त्यो रिपोर्ट तयार गर्नको लागि त्यो रिपोर्टसँग रिलेटेड चाहिँ यो स्किलहरू चाहिन्छ। सो इफ यु आर राइटिङ रिपोर्ट, सो दिज स्किल्स आर मस्ट। द एबिलिटी टु रेकर्ड फ्याक्ट्स क्लियरली एन्ड अब्जेक्टिभली, हामी रिपोर्ट लेख्दैछौँ भने कुनै फ्याक्टलाई चाहिँ अब्जेक्टिभली क्लियरली ओके रेकर्ड गर्न सक्ने हुनु पर्यो। Okay, so we should be able to record the facts, to record the objective information, objective facts and figures, okay, very much accurately, correctly. We must have that kind of ability. We must have ability to interpret the information and make conclusion. हामीले कलेक्ट गरेको इन्फर्मेसनको मिनिङ के हो त, अर्थ के हो त? सो डेटा कलेक्सन मात्रै गरेर भएन, त्यो डेटाको मिनिङ के हो, अर्थ के हो? So we should be able to analyze and interpret the collected data, collected information and make conclusion. Okay, report is based on research. Research मा आधारित हुन्छ रिपोर्ट। हामी चाहिँ फिल्डमा जान्छौँ, okay, we collect data. After collecting data we have to analyze and interpret them. डेटा कलेक्सन गर्छ, कुनै प्रोजेक्टको अवस्था सम्बन्धी के रहेछ त, हामी इन्टरभ्यू लिन्छौँ, अब्जर्भेसन गर्छौँ, टेस्टहरू लिन्छौँ, ओके त्योबाट हामी डेटा इन्फर्मेसन ग्यादर गर्छौँ, डकुमेन्टहरू पढ्छौँ, त्यो कम्पनीको डकुमेन्टहरू पढ्छौँ। सो वी कलेक्ट इन्फर्मेसन अबाउट इट, and the information la हामीले अध्ययन गर्नुपर्छ। we have to study about those information and okay try to give a meaning. त्यो इन्फर्मेसन बाट त्यो डेटाबाट के अर्थ निकाल्न सकिन्छ, कम्पनीको स्ट्याटसको बारेमा, गुड्स र सर्भिसको स्ट्याटसको बारेमा हो, त्यो मिनिङ निकाल्न सक्ने खुबी हामीमा हुनुपर्छ। त्यो अहिले सुरुमा चाहिँ आएको थियो नि फर्स्ट स्लाइडमा, रिपोर्ट्स आर प्रिपेयर्ड बाइ स्पेशलिस्ट फर द स्पेशलिस्ट अडियन्सेस भनेको कारण के हो, अर्डिनरी मान्छेले त्यो खुबी हुँदैन उनीहरुमा। ओके, सो ओन्ली द people who have research mind, okay, who have analytical type of mind, analytical type of thinking, okay, creative and critical thinking skill भएका मान्छेहरु, रिसर्चरहरु त्यो गर्न सक्छन्। So we must have ability to interpret information and make conclusions. We must have ability to present suggestions on the ways in which a situation may be improved. हामीले त्यस्तो सजेसन दिन सक्ने हुनु पर्यो जसले गर्दाखेरि त्यो सिचुएसन, त्यो प्रब्लम चाहिँ इम्प्रुभ भएर जान्छ। Our suggestion must be valid suggestion, smart suggestion दिन सक्नु पर्यो। Okay, report को last मा we may have a section of conclusion and recommendation. Recommendation भनेको सिफारिस, सजेसनहरु दिएको हुन्छ। We give certain suggestions for the improvement of the company. Okay, for the better running, for the better way of running the project. Project लाई कसरी बेटर तरिकाले चलाउने भन्ने चाहिँ हामी सजेसन दिन्छौं। तर त्यो दिएको सजेसन के हुनु पर्यो, स्मार्ट हुनु पर्यो। Okay, we must be able to give the smart suggestion. Okay, smart भनेको थाहा छ नि है, स्मार्ट सजेसन, स्मार्ट स्पेसिफिक हुनु पर्यो, मेजरेबल हुनु पर्यो, अचिभेबल हुनु पर्यो, रियलिस्टिक हुनु पर्यो, टाइम बाउन्डमा हुनु पर्यो। That is called smart. S stands for specific. जुन समस्यासँग हामीले कुरा गर्थे त्यससँग सम्बन्धित मात्रै हुनु पर्यो, स्पेसिफिक हुनु पर्यो, स्मार्ट। S स्पेसिफिक। M भनेको मेजरेबल, कंक्रीट कुरा गर्नु पर्यो है। SMA अचिभेबल, त्यो कुरा, त्यो समस्या समाधान गर्ने उपाय त दियौ हामीले, त्यो गर्न सक्ने पनि हुनु पर्यो, प्र्याक्टिकेबल पनि हुनु पर्यो, अचिभेबल हुनु पर्यो। ओके, एन्ड यस SMAR रियलिस्टिक हुनु पर्यो। इट मस्ट बी बेस्ड अन रियल ग्राउन्ड, धेरै आइडियलिस्टिक, आदर्शवादी हुनु भएन। एन्ड लास्ट वन इज व्हाट, टाइम बाउन्ड, त्यो सोलुसन चाहिँ सर्टेन टाइम भित्र चाहिँ अप्लाई गर्न सकिन्छ र हामीले यो त्यो कुरा अचिभ गर्न सकिन्छ भने टाइम फ्रेमवर्क पनि दिनु, टाइम फ्रेम पनि दिनु पर्यो. So we must have that ability, okay, to give suggestions in a smart way, in such a way that the situation can be improved. So all the report writers, all the researchers should have these skills. Whatever their purpose and length, all reports require the following specific skills, special writing skills. The objectivity to record facts clearly and objectively, the ability to record facts clearly and objectively, the ability to interpret information and make conclusions, the ability to present suggestions on ways in which a situation can be improved. भनेको पहिलो भनेको चाहिँ हामीले फिल्डबाट रेकर्ड चाहिँ सही तरिकाले फ्याक्टहरुको रेकर्ड गर्न सक्ने हुनु पर्यो. एउटा रेकर्ड छ, अर्को एउटा रियालिटी छ, अर्को रेकर्ड गरेर ल्याएर भएन. डेटा कलेक्सन सही तरिकाले गर्न सक्ने हुनु पर्यो भनेको. इन्फर्मेसन कलेक्सन सही तरिकाले गर्न सक्ने हुनु पर्यो. Okay, second one, we must have ability to interpret information and make conclusion भन्छ. त्यो इन्फर्मेसनलाई सही तरिकाले एक्सप्लेन गर्न सक्ने हुनु पर्यो. त्यो इन्फर्मेसनको मिनिङ, त्यो डेटाको मिनिङ सही तरिकाले दिन सक्ने हुनु पर्यो. अनि सजेसन दिने हुन्छ. Okay, at the end of the report we may have to give suggestions, okay, recommendations, and we must be able to give the right suggestions, okay, achievable suggestions, okay, or smart suggestions. Yes. Now let's talk about other types of reports also. Okay, formal reports. So earlier we talked about two or three types of reports. Okay, routine reports we discussed, special reports we discussed, and then yes, formal reports. Okay, अब हामी reports मा formal, informal, short, long भनेर चाहिँ छुट्याएको छ. अब हामी तयारी गर्ने भनेको चाहिँ we have to talk about the structure of a formal report, different components of a formal report. So as I told you earlier, formal reports are okay, well structured type of reports. They are written, they are prepared following the standard format, standard structure. They are usually written by a committee or group of people after fairly detailed investigation or research. The formal report चाहिँ detailed research गरेर एकदम rigorous thorough research गरिसकेपछि त्योबाट आएको फाइन्डिङ्सहरुलाई प्रस्तुत गर्नलाई गरिन्छ. There may be a researcher or a group of researchers, okay, who carry out thorough research, rigorous research, and after that they present the findings in a let's say structured format. They are often presented under the following prescribed series of headings. Formal report ma यी कुराहरु चाहिँ हुनुपर्छ भनौं. These are the headings. Okay, these are the headings for headings are different components of formal report. Formal report का components हरु. Okay, formal report का components हरु. These are the components of formal reports. Okay, once again, formal reports are written by a committee or a group of people after a detailed investigation or research. Formal reports are based on the standard format, and these are the components or different sections of a formal report. It must have headings. Headings, यसको topic हुनु पर्यो. Formal report त्यो report को title हुनु पर्यो, topic हुनु पर्यो, heading हुनु पर्यो. Okay, there should be two headings to a report. अब यसमा चाहिँ दुई खालको heading हुनु पर्छ भन्छ. One is the name of the company. Okay, company को name हुनु पर्यो. The report heading, त्यो report को नै heading हुनु पर्यो. Okay, माथि company को name, yes, तल चाहिँ heading of the report. Okay, a report on marketing, survey, marketing survey of XYZ company. Yes, a report on the progress report of this project, XYZ project भने हामी लेख्छौं. पछि यसको हामी थुप्रो अभ्यास गर्छौं. So that time we will be more clear about this. Okay, the first section is what? The heading. The first component of a report is heading. Next one is terms of reference. Okay, what does this include? यसमा के हुन्छ the terms of reference मा? So this section should state exactly why the report is being written. के को लागि यो report लेखिएको. So what is the reason for writing this report? So we include this here. We mention this here. This section includes, okay, why the report is being written. Why are you writing this report? What was requested? Who requested it? When were you asked to do it? Like this. So these things should be included in the second part, I mean second section here. Okay, under the second component, we mention, okay, the reasons for preparing this report. So why the report is being written, or why are you writing the report, or what was requested, who requested, like this. अब यहाँ चाहिँ terms of reference भन्ने title लेख्ने अनि to report on के सम्बन्धी report हो, as requested by ... कसले, name, title, कुन दिन, date मा, on this date. So to report on ... as requested by, okay, name and title on particular date. So we mention this here, okay, in the second part, terms of reference manera. Then procedure. Here you mention how you collected data, collected information. हामीले research को लागि data collection कसरी गर्यौं, okay, कुन method use गर्यौं, interview लियौं कि अथवा अरु कुराहरु, अरु मेथडहरु observation गर्यौं कि, test लियौं कि, document study गर्यौं कि. So how we collected data or collected information means, okay, what are the procedure of, okay, collecting data, field work, research को procedure के थियो त भन्ने हामी लेख्छौं. So we give a brief description of the methods used to collect information here. Perhaps interviews were held, interview बाट हो कि, visits made, field visit हो कि, questionnaire issued, questionnaire सोधेको हो कि, list of questions, प्रश्नावली सोधेको हो कि. Yes, we can mention this in this section. So procedure भने यहाँ लेख्ने. And next section is findings. त्यो data collection गरे, information collection गरेपछि त्यो information ले के देखायो त, त्यो project को बारेमा, त्यो business को बारेमा, के त्यो problem को बारेमा, त्यो issue जुन हामी explore गर्दै छौं त्यसको बारेमा के पत्ता लाग्यो त. We can mention this here in this section, findings. So this will be the longest section of the report. So go through the procedure point by point and use numbers and subheadings for this section. Use each headings. Okay, under each heading state what information was gathered at each stage, okay, and what was the findings. Okay, what was the finding, okay, what you found, okay, while visiting the field. Field मा visit गर्दा के पत्ता लाग्यो त त्यो कम्पनीको अवस्थामा, घाटा किनमा गएको रहेछ, why the company was in loss, why the people are not positive about your goods and services. So you can do this here, you can include the findings here, and at last you have to give the conclusion. Okay, after findings you mention the conclusion. Conclusion मा चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ message, okay, what is the message, take away message भन्छ. So no new fact must be introduced here, नयाँ fact राखिदैन. Just after the data, okay, data analysis, okay, data analysis, after discussion of data, analysis of data, interpretation of data, what conclusion you can draw. अब यो field visit बाट, यो study बाट के निष्कर्ष हामी निकाल्न सक्छौं त, okay, त्यो company को बारेमा, त्यो problem को बारेमा, त्यो project को बारेमा के conclusion निकाल्न सकिन्छ त. Okay, we add here. We must look at the findings and state the logical implication of them. Your finding बाट के चाहिँ निष्कर्ष निकाल्न सकिन्छ, you have to include here. So what can you infer or conclude from the findings? Finding बाट के conclusion, के निष्कर्ष आउँछ त त्यो company को बारेमा, त्यो जुन research topic को बारेमा. And at last, okay, you may have to give some suggestions or recommendations. सिफारिस भन्छ. यदि मागिएको छ भने, if requested, you can give the suggestions or recommendations for improvement also. Okay, so here also we don't add any new thing, नयाँ कुरा दिदैनौ कि अब यो कम्पनीलाई अथवा यो प्रोजेक्टलाई अझ बेटर तरिकाले चलाउनलाई यो गर्न सकिन्छ भने, we just mention the suggestions, some points for the, okay, a betterment. Yes, so on the basis of information presented in findings and conclusions, we have to make some suggestions for actions. Okay, suggestions for betterment, suggestions for action. Remember that the writer of a report cannot make decisions, he or she can only suggest what action should be taken. Writer ले यो report लेख्ने मान्छेले decision लिन सक्दैन, उले त suggestion मात्रै दिने हो, decision making body लाई suggestion दिने. Manager हरूलाई यसरी चाहिँ गर्यो भने
कम्पनीको अवस्था बेटर हुन सक्छ भनेर चाहिँ अब्जेक्टिभली इन अ भेरी स्मार्ट वे यु गिभ द सजेस्ट रिकमेन्डेसन दिँदाखेरि अहिले मैले भनिसकेँ योर रिकमेन्डेसन मस्ट बी वाट स्मार्ट and the closing section of the report formal report is okay here you have to sign okay a report should be signed and there should be the name and title shown at the foot plus the date the report was written okay कसले तयार गरेको who prepared that report and when that report was submitted you have to mention that and you have to sign okay your signature is necessary okay so this is once again please in a formal report we follow okay definite format okay there must be headings यसमा headings हुनु पर्छ अब यसमा चाहिँ दुईटा कुरा लेख्ने भन्यो यसले एउटा कम्पनीको नेम पनि हुनु पर्यो तल चाहिँ हाम्रो रिसर्चको टाइटलै हुनु पर्यो रिसर्च टाइटल अ रिपोर्ट अन ओके भनेर चाहिँ लेख्नु पर्यो सो टर्म्स अफ रेफरेन्समा यु हैव टु मेन्सन व्हाई ओके दिस रिसर्च वाज कन्डक्टेड यो अब्जेक्टिभ्स टाइपको भयो ओके सो दिस सेक्सन शुड स्टेट एक्ज्याक्टली व्हाई द रिपोर्ट इज बीइङ रिटन so why are you writing the report okay yes to report on यो report किन तयार गरेको to report on प्रतिवेदन प्रस्तुत गर्नलाई कुन सब्जेक्टमा okay you mention the subject okay as requested by who requested you mention and when you were requested okay in one line you can mention this okay under these terms of reference शर्तहरु next one procedure here you mention how you carried out field visit I mean how you collected information from the field बाट okay field बाट हामीलाई चाहिने इन्फर्मेसन कसरी कलेक्सन गरियो इन्टरभ्यू बाट हो कि अब्जर्भेसन बाट हो कि डकुमेन्ट स्टडी बाट हो कि okay प्राइमरी सोर्स युज गरेको हो कि सेकेन्डरी सोर्स युज गरेको whether you use primary sources of data or secondary sources of data to prepare this report तयार गर्नको लागि त डेटा चाहिन्छ नि त इन्फर्मेसन चाहिन्छ त्यो इन्फर्मेसन कसरी कलेक्ट गरेको सम्बन्धी मान्छेलाई चाहिँ सँग इन्टरभ्यू लिएर हो कि okay क्वेशनहरु सोधेर हो कि or other tools you used you mention here अनि त्यसपछि you mention the findings okay what did you find after collecting data कस्तो डेटा आयो त्यो डेटाले के देखायो you mention that अनि त्योबाट के निष्कर्ष निकाल्न सकिन्छ what message what conclusion you can derive okay from here अनि यसको आधारमा चाहिँ findings conclusion को आधारमा चाहिँ what suggestions you can give to the company or company management for the betterment okay for the improvement okay of let's say the way the company is operating or for the betterment okay of the ongoing project and so on and at last closing section where you write the name and signature plus date also okay so these are the things given here in your course about the components different components of a formal report. And if you break down all these things, okay, same thing can be presented like this also. A formal report has 3 sections. 3 section छ भनेर देखाउन सकिन्छ. एउटा front section भन्छ, front matter, okay, अर्को चाहिँ body matter, body content, body section, अर्को चाहिँ back matter, end section पनि भन्छ. Okay, यसरी पनि राख्न सकिन्छ. So first section मा चाहिँ title हुनु पर्यो, author हुनु पर्यो, report commissioned, okay, कसले चाहिँ यो authorize गरेको, you can mention that. Date of report presented, कुन date मा present गरेको, acknowledgement, okay, report बनाउन help गर्ने मान्छेहरुलाई चाहिँ हामीले gratefulness express गर्नु पर्छ. त्यसको executive summary भनेको abstract type को हुन्छ, त्यसरी लेखिन्छ. Table of content, list of tables, यो अलिकति एकदम formal type को, research type हो यो. त्यसको introduction, literature review, methods and procedures, results and findings, discussion, यो कुराहरु हुन्छ. अब यो लेभलमा तिमीले अलि सक्दैनौ यो कुराहरु गर्नको लागि, okay. So back matter, तर पछि हाम्रो अलि एडभान्स लेभलमा पछाडीका सेमेस्टर 3rd 4th सेमेस्टरमा गइसकेपछि चाहिँ you may have to prepare the business report, okay, in this format, okay, in this format you may have to prepare, but this time I suggest you to just follow the format or the let's say things given in your book itself, okay. भनेको यो चाहिँ format चाहिँ follow गर्ने. Yes, heading, terms of reference, procedure, findings, conclusions, recommendations and closing section. At last I want to repeat this. Formal report बनाउँदाखेरि एउटा हेडिङ हुनु पर्यो, त्यसपछि त्यो रिपोर्ट के को लागि लिएको भनेर चाहिँ 2 phrase बाट लेख्नु पर्यो, 2 बाट सुरु गर्ने, to report on भनेर सुरु गर्ने, ओके. प्रोसिजर हामीले कसरी डेटा कलेक्सन गर्यो भनेर उल्लेख गर्ने, फाइन्डिङ्स हामीले रिपोर्टबाट के पत्ता लाग्यो त, हाम्रो रिसर्चबाट के पत्ता लाग्यो त भनेर लेख्ने, अनि त्यो कन्क्लुज त्यसपछि त्यसबाट के निष्कर्ष निकाल्न सकिन्छ त है भने यहाँ लेख्ने। त्यसपछि अब सम्बन्धित निकायमालाई हामीले यदि मागेको छ भने के सजेसन दिन सकिन्छ है त्यो लेखिन्छ अनि लास्टमा चाहिँ आफ्नो नाम सिग्नेचरहरू लेखेर बुझाइन्छ। अब इक्जाममा चाहिँ हामीले we may have to prepare a report on the basis of this given format. Okay. Yes. Thank you very much, students. Okay, today I told you about the meaning of report. Please revise this thing at home. Okay, what is report? यसको तयारी गर्ने। अनि अर्को कुरा चाहिँ मैले the second thing I told you today is just the okay types of report. Okay, दुईटा कुरा मात्रै पढ्यौ आज हामीले। Okay, first one is report. What is report भन्ने? A report is a document reporting the status of an activity or a project as it occurs or after some action has been taken. And I also told you about different types of reports: routine reports, special reports, okay, and formal reports. And formal reports have different sections. Okay, the first one is headings, next one is terms of reference, similarly procedure, findings, conclusions, recommendations, and closing sections. And I also told you about the very standard format of a report. I think you cannot follow this format this time. Just okay, to inform you only, I presented this. And in tomorrow's class, so we'll be going through the exact examples, samples, okay, samples given in your book and samples used in other places also. So thank you everyone for your patience. Thank you very much.